Hey you guys, welcome. I'm Lala's Gram. If it's your first time here, welcome. Please join the Lala's Gram family. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell button so every time I upload a new video, you'll know. Thank you so much for watching. If you are a return subscriber, I have a return subscriber. Yay! Okay, anyways, so today I just want to do like a get ready with me, a chit chat. I just want you guys to be able to see how I do my makeup. I just want to do like a nice, simple, little natural look. Like I don't have time to get ready, but I'm gonna get ready type of look. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. We're gonna get started. So I have my eyebrows done. I have some moisturizer on my face, but I love to moisturize my face, you guys. And right now I'm using the Watermelon Glow from Glow Recipe. I love this, you guys, and the applicator, so nice. I feel like it does a really good job moisturizing my face. I love this watermelon smell. It's just really refreshing. It's not like too much. So if you don't like something that has a lot of fragrance, don't worry, this is not it. While that sinks into my skin, I want to go ahead and moisturize my lips with Laneige. And this is the lip sleeping mask. You guys, I love this. Even though it's a lip sleeping mask, I put this on my lips all the time. I've tried 3 of the flavors. I think the green one is like the apple something, I can't remember. But the original berry flavor I love. This one is called the sweet candy, and I like this one as well. And I purchased this during the sale. I've been using it up. I don't only use it for sleep, I use it anytime, and it is just so good. Talk about hydration on the lips, girl. It's been a few minutes. I like to allow whatever moisturizer I put on my skin to just really sink in. I find out that whenever I do that and my face is nice and moisturized, that my application, my makeup application just looks more fresh. It just looks good. Listen, Linda, I'm telling you, allow your moisturize to sink into your face first. I just want to clean up my eyebrows a little bit, and what I like to do is I like to use my actual foundation shade to clean up the top of my brow, and then my highlighting concealer to clean up the bottom part of my brow. The foundation I'm going to use is the Pat McGrath foundation. I am in the shade Deep 30. This foundation, I love this foundation. So I'm just taking that to just clean up the top part of my brow. Have you guys tried this trick? If not, I actually really like this because I feel like it doesn't give me like those highlighter brows, and I don't have to worry about mixing my concealer with anything. I just use my regular foundation and it always blends in just fine. Now I'm just blending in my foundation into my skin. You want to make sure you blend in those outer edges. Always blend, because you want everything to just blend in nicely. And please ignore this bandage I have on my arm, you guys. I was in a car accident. Somebody rear-ended me, and I've been going to therapy for it, which sucks, but I do think that therapy is helping. It is working. But y'all, going to physical therapy is work, because there's times where I don't want to go to physical therapy. I be tired, especially after work, but I will say physical therapy does help. Now I'm taking my highlighting concealer. Oh, this concealer that I'm using is Juvia's Place concealer. Very affordable, shade number 11. And it's a good full coverage concealer if you're interested in something that's affordable. So before starting right underneath my brow, I always like to just have this blended out beneath the brow. And then as I get closer, I'll slightly take it higher just to clean up my edges. Now I'll just blend this out downwards. And I don't like to highlight right under this part. I like to use my foundation shade right under this part of my brow. I know I'm being extra, but think about it. It just helps shape your face better when you don't have this highlight here. Because if I use my regular foundation shade, it almost acts as a nose contour towards the end. It'll give me the illusion like I contoured my nose when I really didn't. Do you guys do your eyes first, or do you do your face first? I usually do my face first, but I feel like lately, I don't know what it is, but it's like I've been switching it up, y'all. I've been doing my eyes first, and I used to do my eyes first when I was a beginner in makeup years ago, because I would always be nervous about messing up my eye look and then having to restart all over again. But now, face first all day, y'all. I just find it easier and quicker when I just do my face first. Especially if I'm in a rush, I'll do my face first. But if I'm doing a makeup look where I anticipate having a lot of fallout, or if I'm doing like a smoky eye, I always love to do my eyes first. I don't know what it is, like I said, I've just been enjoying doing my eyes first. So all I did was I just blended that concealer down over my lid. I'm just gonna use that as my primer today. Again, when you are doing a quick little, you know, out the door, you ain't got time. Now, if you are doing eyes first, I do suggest that you take your foundation shade and put that in the middle of your nose bridge and then blend it out before you do your eye makeup. Because sometimes what will happen is it'll be hard for you to get up in those areas and blend where you need to. But if you do this beforehand, you have no issues at all. Like I said, I just want to keep it like a nice little natural beat, something quick and fast. And I'm kind of leaning towards my Juvia's Place Warrior palettes. I don't use these a lot, but when I do use them, it's like, why don't I use them more often? So I have both. One is the Warrior 1, the Warrior 2. The Warrior 1, or the first one, this one has mattes with a mix of shimmers. And Juvia's Place is a black-owned brand, just in case you don't know. But she's got really nice, natural tone shades. So if you want an inexpensive, good quality, natural tone palette, these palettes I recommend. And this one right here is all mattes, and this is the Warrior 2. I'm gonna use this shade right here called Cano. Since I'm doing this natural on-the-go type beat, I'm using my big blending brush from Morphe. This is the Morphe M504, and I love this brush to be able to just quickly diffuse color all over the lid wherever I need it. This shade is a really nice neutral skin tone brown. It's not a cool brown, and it's not too warm either. Sometimes I just want a brown that doesn't run too red, just something that's close to my skin tone, and I get that from this shade. So all I'm doing right now, just to start off, is I'm literally just packing this shade on my lid first, and then I'll go back out and blend it. So how are you guys feeling? Did you guys like my last video where I talked about purpose as well? If you haven't seen it, I'll link it above. But I really just talked about purpose, you know, living out your purpose. And if you don't know what that is, you know, taking the time to find out what that is, because life really is short right now. Even in the midst of chaos, I really do believe that flourishment and growth can still happen. And so that's where my mindset is now. I'm just working on some things that, you know, I've been wanting to work on instead of putting them off. Things that I know that I am supposed to be doing, that I am called to do. My purpose, I'm choosing me. Like, this is a time I'm choosing to live it out, and I am so excited about that. So are you guys living out your purpose? Do you have things that you're working on right now? If you care to share, please comment below. I'm so interested to know. This is why this is such a nice natural palette, like for any complexion. Like, this skin tone color right here is blending in so effortlessly. And I'm pretty sure this palette is under $20, y'all, or around 20, but Juvia's Place always has a sale, so I'm sure you can get it for even cheaper. Remember that it's important for you to blend your shadow up in this area, because if you don't, your eye look can look off balance. Yes, I know I'm like slightly a perfectionist, but look, y'all, this is art, okay? And I can be a perfectionist if I want to. Now that I have kind of blended out, I'm gonna take my Warrior 2 palette. I'm gonna go into this brown shade right here called Hoofaroo. It's a really nice warm tone brown. And I'm gonna take my Morphe M518 brush, and I'm just dipping into that shadow ever so lightly. I just want to blend that in directly into my crease. I just want to get a really nice gradient on my eyes. And you can already see that gradient effect that's starting to happen. I'm just taking on a little bit more and blending that in. All right, so I have to admit, I do enjoy some of the makeup holiday releases, especially from Fenty. And I think that that's one of the releases that I'm going to be getting this year. But I mean, y'all, I always get excited about new makeup, but I don't need to purchase no more. When I do my haul video, you guys are gonna be like, what? Why so much? But I don't know, I love it. I have a passion for it. It's something that I absolutely enjoy. But I'll tell you guys, like, things that you guys can get, like the essentials, and then the rest, I'll tell you what not to get, because you don't need to buy everything. No, you don't, and neither do I. And trust me, there's a lot of makeup that I do not buy. Going back into Warrior 1, I'm going to take the deep brown shade called Mino. And I'm using my MAC 224 brush. And I'm just ever so slightly keeping this on the very outer V portion of my eye. This brown is slightly cool tone, but it's going to be the perfect shade just for me to be able to deepen the area that I want on my outer V. I'm just going to keep this in the lower outer V of my crease as well. This is so pretty. Again, if you are looking for just a nice, light, natural look, this is so easy to do. And because these shades just blend in so well with each other, I'm able to blend them in so effortlessly. I'm gonna go back with my Morphe 518 brush. I'm just dipping back into that brown called Koofaroo, just to help blend out these edges right here. Just look at my Jackie Aina palette. Like, I love this. I've gotten so much use out of this. Look, I've already hit pan on one of the shades called Ginger, y'all. Look at this. But I'm so proud of it. That shows you how much I love this palette. Anyways, I'm gonna dip into that shade called Zam. And I just wanna put this, I haven't used this palette in just a little bit, and now I'm just like, oh, why did I ever stop? Look at this. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna put this on my lid. What? Y'all. I'm taking a flat brush just to get in the areas where my finger could not reach properly. Now I'm gonna take my blending brush and really just lightly blend in my crease. I just love to have a blended look. I took a makeup wipe and I just wiped off that fallout. I'm gonna take one of my favorite primers. This is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I love this primer. I know it has a little bit of a purple cast to it at first, but I like it because it has some SPF in it. Now granted, it's only SPF 15 and it's not like you can tell the exact quantity of SPF you're getting since you are pumping it out. But I love this primer because it smooths everything down, like my pores, my nose, places where I have texture on my face. I find out that when I use this primer, I don't really see that texture as much. And when I go to other primers, I can see the texture sometimes. So I like to use this primer specifically on these areas, like around my nose and right on some parts of my cheek. And I like that when you put this on, it completely disappears under the makeup. I want to color correct. I like to use the Urban Decay concealer. I like this red tone version. I find out that if I mix it with a little bit of my concealer, a little bit, it works. And I apply just a little bit in just those key areas where I need it, which is usually around the upper part of my mouth, since I have some hyperpigmentation in this area, and this portion right underneath my nose. I don't know why it's dark down here, but I have some hyperpigmentation there. And this tiny part on the side of my nose, I don't know why it's like dark right here. It's not even really much on the other side, but you know what? It's probably because I wear glasses. I don't know, but that's my theory. And right underneath my eye, I like to use color corrector because when I do this, I find that the tones on my face are just more even all across. Now I'm just taking my foundation and I'm just patting this around. And I know the color looks slightly different right now, but that's because I have this Mineral Veil Primer, and I only put a little bit on my forehead. You really don't need a lot on your forehead. And the areas where I apply the color corrector, I'll put it on top of there. I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk brush. Oh my gosh, I love this brush so much, you guys. And I'm just using it to blend out my foundation. I'm just buffing it out. And right now, this actually is a great color for me. I don't like to put a lot of foundation on my forehead because I feel like it also gives that natural contour look. And there's no point in putting all that foundation on my forehead when I'm just gonna go ahead and add a darker color to contour anyway. So I just do really sheer coverage on my forehead. It is so nice to know that this foundation still matches me. I actually got the foundation last summer, so I got it. And when I got it, it was a little too light for me, but that's because I get really dark in the summer. Now I'm taking my Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 11. And I don't want too much of this. I want this to just be a nice little natural beat. You really don't need too much concealer, you guys. I just like to get a really thin line down the center of my nose. This is why I like to do a thin line, because as you start to blend out, this concealer really spreads nicely. And I feel like you don't need a lot. I love to flip my beauty blender over and blend out the edges of my concealer with like the butt of the beauty blender. You guys, this concealer, look how pretty this concealer is. Now that we're all blended out, I like to take out those last minute creases because we don't want them settling in. They don't pay rent, they don't live here. I'm taking my Makeup Forever powder in Y445. I always prefer first to set my under eye with a powder like this, or I'll also use my Urban Decay powder because I feel like when I do that, I get a better application. Then I'll go in with my Beauty Blender, I'll tap on the back of my hand, and I will set my under eye with the Laura Mercier powder or any other setting powder that I prefer. But when I do this, I avoid that stark white under my eyes, and I feel like my application just looks more seamless. And y'all, I love to cheat my way out of a nose contour because I do not like contouring my nose. So I'll bring this powder and bring it down the edges, and then I'll put it up and down in the middle. Look at me just cheating myself out of a nose contour. Like, I don't have to contour my nose. That's too much stress. We want something quick and easy, and whatever powder is left over, I'll use that to set the other areas of my face. I'll go in with my brush afterwards and just dust off that powder. So I set my under eye with the Makeup Forever matte blurring powder in the shade Y445. I went ahead and I started bronzing with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Now, because we want to be quick out the door, have this nice little natural beat look, I'm only going straight in with bronzer. Now, I could use a contour if I wanted to. I don't feel like I need to at this stage. And I take that, of course, because I want to bronze my forehead. I want to look like I've just been kissed by the sun, babe. Now, y'all know I love to use eyeshadow as blush, so I'm gonna go into the Warrior One. These two shades right here. The first one is called Dara, and this other one is called Zama. I think I'm gonna first start off with Dara, which is the pinky shade. And I'm just gonna put that on the apples of my cheeks. Yes, I have blushes, but I just find it so much easier when I go in with an eyeshadow blush that's just right in front of me. It's easy, it's quick, I don't have to worry about it, it's fast, and it looks bomb. For under my eye, I'm just taking Kufuru, and I'm just stamping that first, and then I'm gonna go back in and blend it out. My outer V, I'm just gonna stamp Walzana. This is also a very cool tone brown from the Warrior 2 palette. And I'm just keeping that focused right here in my outer V area. I'm gonna go into the shade called Yodit from Warrior 2, which is similar to that very first shade that we used in the Warrior 1 palette. And I'm just gonna use that to blend out my lower lash line. Now I'm just gonna spray my brush with some Matte Fix Plus. I'm gonna go into the shade called Bakwa from the Warrior 1. And I really want this to be an inner corner highlight. You guys, I'm loving the way this is looking. With that inner corner highlight, I don't think I've ever done an inner corner highlight like this before, but I do like it. It's like a bright marigold yellow that's going into like the peach rose gold color from Zam, and that goes into the dark brown. I do like this. I think it looks good. And I do want a tight line. I'm using my Pat McGrath eyeliner. Do I want to wing it, y'all? I don't know if I want to wing it. Do I? No, I don't think I want to wing it. Look at these marigold eyes. This yellow. I am feeling this yellow gold. One day I'm going to do a nice matte look with a beautiful matte bright yellow in my inner corner. Oh, I can't wait. Y'all, does it feel like it's fall to you? Well, it's not officially fall yet, but it's getting there. Like, I go in the stores now, they have all of this stuff out for fall, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, where did time go, right? I feel like time is flying by. And I love this Fenty mascara. It's actually one of my favorite mascaras. I feel like it gives me that volume and it doesn't clump up as much. All right, time for me to apply these lashes now. Please don't ask me where I got these lashes from. I want to say they are LA Flare, from LA Flare, but I can't remember. But y'all, I love to reuse my lashes. Like, I've used these lashes quite a few times already. I will peel off the glue. I will keep it going. I will reuse a lash till there's like no more lash. And I like to look down when applying my lashes. I feel like that helps me get the lash closest to my lash line. And voila, we have lashes. I'm lining my lips with Cola right now because I want to go in with a peach lipstick, and I'm going to go in with Mademoiselle. Now y'all know I love to stay matte, but this time we're going to gloss. So I went ahead and lined my lips with Cola. I used Mademoiselle, which is a peach lipstick, and I thought it would go perfect with that peach color that I have on my eyes from Zam. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a lip gloss. This is from Pat McGrath. This is the color called Bronze Divinity. Ooh, this is pretty. This goes perfect. And this has reflex of peach and gold in it, which matches perfectly with my eyes. I'm gonna go into my highlight trio from Pat McGrath. I'm gonna use the darker gold shade. This look, y'all. Okay, let me not get carried away. Now it's time to spray this face. I'm gonna go back in with this watermelon mist. I get carried away. I just be going. All right, and then I like to take that in and pat it in just to make sure that moisture is sealed and everything dries down good in place. We don't want no droopy color on the face. All right, you guys, so here is the finished look. The point of this look was just to have a nice, quick little natural beat, like, oh, I gotta go, but wait, I want some glam. And I feel like I achieved this look. Like, I love my eyes. This like dandelion, bright marigold, shimmer yellow that blends into the peach rose gold, into the dark brown. I'm loving that. You know, I love multi-purpose palettes, and I was able to use a shade called Dora as my blush. And I think that came out so nice. I did not contour my face. I used bronzer because remember, we want a nice quick application, and I blended in the shimmers. I did not have to cut my crease because we want it to be quick. I love my eyelashes from the beauty supply store. My lips though, again, if you ain't seen my first video about Juvia's Place lipsticks, like, I use Mademoiselle as my base and then Kola as my lip liner. And this lip gloss from Pat McGrath, I love all of her lip glosses. It's something about this shade right here, like the peach and gold reflex, like, oh, this is so pretty. Look how it came together with my entire look. Like, yo, I'm impressed. I feel like this is like a transition look, like, wait, summer don't leave yet, but fall, I'm ready for you. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I have so much more content, and I'm so blessed to be able to be in the position that I am to be able to create content for you guys. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you have fun in this space and that it's just a nice space for you to relax, come away from all that's going on, and to just be happy. Like, let's just be happy. Let's just be chill. Let's enjoy. Let's have fun. All right, I will see you guys in my next video. If you haven't already, please support my channel. Please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, please. Hit that bell notification so you'll know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.